you didn't have sex a lot. It wasn't a lot of sex involved.
You were really?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're messing with me
No,
right now.
Yeah, I know, this is insane.
Oh, honey.
Welcome to the OHoney podcast.
Where you get the sticky and the sweet with Summer
And Amanda and Destorm Power.
Hey, you get the sour and the bitter with Destorm
Power. So Destorm is a 5-time Streamy Award winner, which is the most Streamy Awards.
I got the most nominations.
10
nominations.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even
but
know
I
that.
won
That's
5
crazy.
awards. I think someone else did that.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah, it's a good ratio.
That's a great ratio.
It's a great ratio.
Yeah. I think I've been nominated for 1 and lost it. So that's great. And you're an Emmy nominee as well. You were.
I was, yes.
Yeah.
I was an Emmy nominee.
For Cot series on Zeus.
Yeah.
The Zeus Network.
I like that.
That's crazy.
So if you guys don't know what the Zeus Network is, it's the SVOD platform where we have a bunch of amazing series on there for you guys to go and check out. It's called thezeusnetwork.com.
That's it.
I didn't know you were founder and president of Zeus.
I am one of the founders and the president, yeah.
That's crazy.
I do a lot of stuff. They're like, you just do those
He does
funny
everything.
sketches.
Yeah, there's layers to
There's
Destorm.
layers.
Yeah, and he also does music.
Yeah, I'm like an old cake. I got layers. I do music, yes. I won an American Music Award, by the way, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Back in 2011.
Wow.
A long time ago.
Before our time.
Right, well.
Just throw you under the bus real
So
quick.
I'm Bran Stark. I'm just staring at everybody.
So you're so busy, does that make that difficult for dating life or?
Well, we find time because, my girl's always around. So,
She's here right now.
She's here right now.
I know, I'm trying not to look at her. I'm like,
She's here.
There's something attached to me, making me right now. I'm like, damn, yeah,
But you
yeah,
guys
we're
kind
good.
of motivate each other though. You both have your own thing going on. Like for me, that's what makes it a good relationship, is one that you're supporting each other and helping each other with creativity and, filming.
Yeah, I think it helps that we in the same, business per se. I mean, although the things she does is a little different, but we can help each other. She can give me ideas. I can feed off of her and give her ideas. So I think that helps a lot.
yeah.
Outside perspective is
I like
always
it.
good.
And she's real. She gives this honest. Honesty, I keep honest people around. Because
Yeah.
you can't continue to grow if people are just being fake,
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. We were like, yes men. Too many yes men.
No, you can't have that.
Yeah.
Or you'll fail.
Yeah, we love constructive criticism. I'm sure you'll give us plenty after this podcast.
Oh, well, yeah.
Be like, listen,
Kind of suck, but
like the love sacks are great, but your guests will fall asleep.
I mean, I guess if you get bigger
Self-cuddle.
ones, you can do like group cuddles.
That's
So,
true.
again, you'll be
we
good.
wanted
Cuddling's
to
a
look like
thing.
one big couch.
Do
but
all
it doesn't.
girls love cuddling?
I do.
I've never met a girl who doesn't like cuddling.
Yeah, because I love it, but I don't know. I feel like I have some friends that hate it. Do
They're
guys like
probably
it?
single though.
Huh?
They're probably single friends.
Yeah, so they just say,
They just mad.
They're like, actually, I hate everything
I
to do
hate
with
cuddling. I
relationship.
hate boys. They're like,
yeah,
they're
they don't
mad.
prefer it.
They're lying.
Well, do guys like it?
Sometimes. I think guys like it sometimes, not all the time. No, I can't do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't fall asleep cuddling. It's
Yeah.
like, get off me. I need to
That's
lay
how,
out.
but no, that's how I am too. Cause like Johannes will try to cuddle me at night, and he's like such a cuddler, like to where he wraps his leg around me too, his arm.
It's a
and
heavy
his
leg.
Leg. It's so heavy, I can't breathe. I'm I'm dying, and then I have to like.
So it's opposite in your guys' relationship. You're
Yeah.
like, give me space, Johannes, and he's like, no.
Well, he's just a like massive cuddler. I don't know if.
Well, I think for me, my situation is different because Nina likes to sleep on a certain side of the bed,
Yeah.
and I like to sleep on a certain side closest to the door because I'm the protector, security.
Oh.
So, and she sleeps on the other side, but I only can sleep on my left. So, and it's
You're
kind
just
of
away.
it's back, so it's away. She's like, "Are you turning your back to me?" No, my left is my comfortable sleep side. So you either get over here and protect the house,
Yeah.
or you're gonna have to just get behind me and just spoon me or something. I don't know
I
what's
do
going
that
on.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I've done
The
that.
big spoons?
Yeah.
It
A
is.
lot of times, actually, sometimes. But I do that
I feel
too.
like
I'm
Johannes
away.
is kind of like, wants to be cuddled,
He
wants
does.
to be
He's
the
so
little
sweet.
spoon.
I
I
feel
love
weird
it.
getting spooned though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it don't work for me.
That's hard. It doesn't last for long when it happens. It's like it gets flipped real quick.
Yeah, it's like, okay, wait, something doesn't seem right here.
But it's funny how like the guy is always seen to be the protector of the house, though.
Have to.
Yeah, but it's like, where does that confidence and everything come from? Because if I heard somebody breaking in, I'd be terrified. But like in that moment, guys just like run downstairs and protect the house. Like how is this like instinctive?
How times have been forever.
I don't know.
Where does it come from? Like,
Testosterone.
I would that'd be such a funny story though if like something did happen, but it was just like a false alarm, and the girl ran down and the guy hid
In the closet?
Yeah.
He's like in the
There
closet.
probably are guys
Or
like
he
that.
act like he's going to get the gun, but he guns in the bathroom and locks the door.
Yeah, just hides away,
Yeah.
leaves you for yourself. Well, we had Mike on before, and he was saying he's a fitness trainer, and in the moment, like her mom had somebody breaking into the car, right? And then Mike ran out like butt naked in the streets, like just to chase the guy down, and he didn't even realize he was naked. He was just so like,
The adrenaline was
Yeah,
going.
and
He
he
didn't
was-
feel the flap, 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 flap.
That's what I was thinking, like helicopter dick.
yeah, just like
it was
running
all
out,
over the
running
place,
out,
right?
flying away.
I was no way. I would have to know. Like, but you don't have time. I think the reason I'm so protected, I used to wear, I got LASIK, right? So I have like 20/20 vision now. But before, when I first moved to LA, I used to wear these thick ass contacts, right?
Yeah.
And someone broke in my house. And I'm trying to put my contacts
see.
in. I'm like, I can't see
Oh my
shit.
God.
So it's like, I heard the back door open, alarms going off, and I'm trying to put my goddamn contact. I gotta get my eyes fixed.
Yeah.
So from
You didn't
like
have
that
glasses?
point forward, so I got LASIK to get.
Like you didn't have like
I didn't
a
have
single pair of glasses?
No, because
Really?
it's like I will wear contacts, and it's like once I got so used to wearing contacts,
You're
I
like,
just said "F the
"What's
glasses," right?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then it's some guy he breaks in the house.
How
he's
do you
in-
wake up to even put the glasses on? How do you find the bathroom?
to put?
How,
He's like
how
a- he's like a
contacts
blind
are-
guy.
Yeah.
No, it was right there, and I popped them in fast.
Oh,
and
you're
I grabbed my
good.
gun and I'm running. I chase him out the back door and stuff. He jumps over the fence. It was just a
What?
thing. Yeah, it was crazy.
I was like,
How long ago was that?
About 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, never again. Knock on wood.
No, it's not gonna happen.
That's not wood.
Yeah, but it's
My
paper.
sister wears contacts, and it's like a daily struggle for her to. She's been wearing them for years, and every time it's like she cannot get them in
How's
her
she
damn
still
eye.
struggling after years?
I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
she's a
I
little
got it
slow.
down to a science. I was just like, bloop, bloop. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it was quick.
I've tried doing it before, and I just like cry every time because I can't. It takes me like an hour for each one because I wore colored ones, which are horrible for you. Apparently, you found that out.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, a little
Why are they
dangerous.
so bad?
Because they're not prescriptions, so it can scratch your eye.
And they be cheap a lot of times too.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you get like the ones from like the eye doctor, but
Oh, yeah, you
girls
have to
be
go.
getting ones just right off the internet. Just,
Yeah.
like I get
No,
eye
that's what I
contact
did, and
companies
then-
always wanting to send me eye contacts. I'm like, what?
They just
Why?
go downtown
so
LA
bad
up to
for you.
Canal Street and just pick up some. Like, oh, let me
Yeah,
just get these little
the
things.
Halloween store. Like, let
Yeah.
me just get these.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're too big for your eyes and stuff. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not
That's
good.
not it.
No, my eyes
not
felt so dry, but the LASIK works really well.
Yeah, they told me when I laid there, they said the stiller you lay while you're getting this LASIK, the better your eyes will be.
What? They tell
locked
you
in.
that?
Yeah. So I laid there like, and you feel this laser coming right at your eyeball. I laid there like a goddamn mannequin. I said, I'm not moving. You gonna get me my eyes.
Wait.
And I had 20/20 when I came out.
Don't your eyes get super dry?
No, because what they do is they take this flap of your, what is this, your pupil right above your pupil, and they flip the flap up. And then they zip, 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 zap your eye, and it just reshapes your cornea. Because basically it's just the shape of your cornea, the way it lets light in. So it reshaped my cornea perfectly, and because I didn't move. But if you move a little bit, then the reshaping doesn't work as well. So when they reshaped it, it
I
turned.
would want to be put under for that. Like, please just.
Well, they don't. They just numb your eye. You have to see the whole
Oh,
damn
they
thing.
numb your eye?
Yeah, you have to see the whole thing. You don't go to
My
sleep.
dad got it done 10 years ago or so. It's crazy because, like, it's so advanced now. You're in and out. My dad was, like, he had to lay in the room. Like, I remember I was, like, a kid, and we couldn't go into the room because we couldn't open the door or, like, anything or mess with the light because he had to lay in the room with these covers over his eyes in the pitch dark for, like, 3 days.
Really?
Yeah. And now you're, like, in and out and everything.
Jeez. You
He
got
still
lucky.
has good vision, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was, like, a long time. Maybe even, like, 20 years ago.
He has like
It
goggle
had to be
glasses
longer than
on
that, because
now.
I got mine done about 10, I got mine done a while ago, like
It was like
5,
a long.
6
It
years
was a
ago.
long
Yeah.
time ago, but I remember it. But I was really young. But I just remember him having like these patches over his eyes, just laying in the dark room for like
Jeez.
days.
That's
But now you're like
terrifying
in
to
and
me.
out. You can just. It's like a day procedure.
It's great that they have it, but I would be terrified. Just the fact of somebody numbing my eyeball. Like, how do you?
I don't know.
They
it's
put a
fine.
needle.
No, it's drops.
Those
nothing.
drops are really gonna get you
Oh,
that numb to put a laser in your. Okay,
I
It
guess.
works.
I don't know. A little off
It
topic
works.
here, guys.
Sorry,
Let's go.
Sorry, but I can see you.
Let's go into the honey pot. So if you guys want to send your questions or your diary entries, you can send them to diary@ohoneydiary.com.
Oh, honey, it's time for our sweet sponsor, Manscaped, and it is that time of year when we have to think about our loved ones on Valentine's Day. I know we should be thinking about them every day, but today's the day to show them that we really do care. And I have the perfect gift that you can give your loved one or give to yourself, which is essentially giving it to your loved one. This revolutionary company, Manscaped, just launched their brand new Perfect Package. It's chic, necessary, and it's literally everything your man needs to keep him trimmed, cut-free, and smelling nice down there. Speaking of smelling good, their manly scent is attractive and will help set the mood. We've all smelled some stinky balls before. That's why I am thankful for their Crop Preserver and their Crop Reviver. And you guys will be too. These products keep balls from sweating, smelling, and sticking, so life is more comfortable. If you're listening to me speak right now, you're one of the first people to hear about this life-changing package, and I want your man to experience it firsthand because I care about you and I care about him. So make it happen. And you guys already know I love giving you the hookup, and with this you get 20% off and free shipping with the code HONEY at manscaped.com. Give the gift that'll make your Valentine's Day spicy in all the right ways. And ladies, this is the perfect gift for you and your man. And trust me, he will thank you. And men, your balls will thank you. Get 20% off and free shipping with code HONEY at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code HONEY. Stay sexy this Valentine's Day and Manscaped.
All right. So the first question. In the beginning of high school, I told a white lie about my family, kind of because I was ashamed of my background and not being as rich as the other kids are at my school. Since then, though, I have had to tell more lies to keep up with the story that I began. I didn't know it would turn into something like this. Now I'm afraid to have people over my house, meet my sister, etc., to see my real situation. And I feel bad for being ashamed of my family. But now if everyone knows I have been lying about it all, I will be a huge loser and liar. Help, what do I do?
So we just give them advice.
I think they eventually have to tell the truth because if it keeps stacking on, it just gets worse. How long can you live a lie? How big is the lie? Is just saying that they're poor?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess she's telling
Yeah.
her friends that she's rich and they're not.
She's like,
I don't think she's telling the level of how poor she is, but
yeah.
she's not happy with it.
She's not happy with where she was. I mean, she can always. Well, that'll be another lie. I was about to say she can
Should lie around
Her
it.
lies around her lies.
Yeah, because the more lies that you stack on top of lies, eventually it just
And
gets.
the thing about lies is you never remember the lies. You
Right.
only remember the truth. So
That's
then
true.
if you forget the lies, then you're like,
That's why the story always changes.
Yeah,
And the
because
story
you're-
keeps changing.
Keep changing.
That's always what I
Yeah.
say, like my boyfriends, I always like go back in time and ask them again about the situation
you're
because
like-
the story changes. I'm like, you lie.
Yeah, you can't lie like that and then if you tell one person the truth, then they'll tell another person, and then you got half the people knowing the truth, half the people knowing lies.
Yeah.
It just becomes a thing. Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just-
But that's the thing that sucks about like kids in school and stuff, and like them having to lie and be ashamed of not being rich and poor. It's so sad.
yeah. I would just take them to my house and be like, what's up?
This is my family.
I'm rich in love.
Yeah.
We are all in love and we love each other.
When
and
I
that's
said I was
richness.
rich, I meant in love.
And plus, you don't
That's
know.
more
She don't know
valuable.
the situation of them. They might be they're like, oh, girl, I'm the same thing, girl. I've been eating honey sandwiches for,
Yeah.
for years. What you mean?
As
My
they-
water off too. You don't know their situation, so people are very accepting, especially when you tell the truth and apologize. You'd be surprised how forgiving some folks are.
That's true. But kids too?
Well, she's grown
Kids
now,
can kind of
right?
be mean. No,
She
I
said-
think she's in
I
school.
think this is in school.
She said
High
back,
school. Oh, in the beginning of high school, I told a white lie about my family. So she's in high school.
So she's
She's like a senior
she's
now.
A senior
She's been living that life for 4 years. Damn.
You're not a frosh anymore. You got, you know what I'm saying? She's a junior.
Or just keep going to your friends' houses and don't have to deal with.
Invite your sister over to your friend's house.
It's a lot of work to
clean up shit.
Yeah, or to take care of people that are like coming over all the time.
Or you could just wait till you graduate from high school. You're probably not gonna know them people that long anymore anyway. I don't know my high school friends.
Dude, neither do I. People who are still friends with like everyone from high school, I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And just do it as a social experiment. Like use your high school experience as a social experiment.
So what school is this? We'll snitch for you right now.
Yeah. We'll say it right now for everybody to hear.
Just kidding.
All right, let's go into the next one.
Okay.
Oh, honey, it's time for our sweet sponsor, Luminous. And it is also Valentine's Day time. Time to think about an amazing gift, and I have just the one. That is the Luminous Silk 4-in-1 airbrush system is my secret. Whatever life throws your way, you will not see the effects of it while wearing this foundation. If you feel like your foundation can get a bit blotchy, which, trust me, it happens, and it's really difficult to find a good foundation, just invest in a Luminous Silk 4-in-1 airbrush system, which blends flawlessly into the skin. Because let's face it, choosing a foundation can be tricky, and it's important to find the right shade for your skin. Luminous Air guarantees that they will find the perfect match for you. Like, who does that? It's incredible. It's really hard to get that guarantee anywhere else. I don't think I've even ever heard of that guarantee anywhere else, which honestly is what makes me so terrified of shopping online, because I always feel like I'm not going to get the right color for my foundation. And how am I supposed to know if that's perfectly matching? What if the color's wrong in the image or something? But with Luminous, they got it figured out. And if you're tired of traditional liquid foundation and powders, which can make you look older, and it happens, I see more wrinkles on my skin when I'm using all these powders with these foundations, and it's almost like less is more. And I've learned that through Luminous. I just love knowing I'm doing good for my skin while putting on makeup. Sometimes all day I would just avoid putting foundation on because I'm like, I just cleaned my skin. I just put some like good moisturizer on and now I'm gonna kill it with foundation. No, thank you. It's a light coat and it's doing some good for my skin. Luminous Air has a limited time offer for you right now. Just go to trysilk.com/honey to get 60% off your Luminous Silk 4-in-1 airbrush system. That's trysilk.com/honey. Get smoother, fuller, and more natural looking foundation coverage. Visit trysilk.com/honey today.
I started dating this guy when I was 18 and he was 30. I didn't want him to know my real age, so I told him I was 25. I look mature for my age. But now, 2 years later, he is 32 and I am 20, and he's going to be meeting my family soon. We're having a big family reunion and my parents are making him come. How do I get around convincing my family to pretend like I'm 8 years younger than I really am? I don't want him to find out that I've been lying and break up with me. I really love him.
Wait, he doesn't know?
No. Dude, how long have they been dating to like live that lie? He doesn't know that she's 18.
30?
And he's 30 and now she's 20. He thinks that she's 25. That's kind of a big difference to lie about. You're 18 and then 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, after a while, you got to tell the truth, at least to her.
If you really love someone and that's someone you want to be with, like, I don't think you should lie about your age like that.
Age is nothing but a number.
It is really nothing but a number, but it's still a lie.
Yeah, I know. Especially, well, she probably felt like she had to lie because
She has
was
to pretend
8.
like she's 8 years younger. So how do I?
But why would she?
younger.
Why does
That's
she?
what it says. How do I get around convincing my family to pretend that I am 8 years younger
Maybe
than
she
I really
meant
am?
older.
I'm confused. This is like really confusing.
Wait,
Okay.
no, she was 18 and he was 30,
Yeah.
and now he's 32 and she's 20.
Yeah.
So she hasn't told him the truth, is what she's saying.
So 8 years younger though.
So
that
I think
math doesn't add up
that's
to
10
me.
years, right?
Okay, well, she.
Wait, 8 years. That's 8 years.
Okay,
she's
8
right,
years
it's
younger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
I was
but
confusing myself. I'm like,
wait, what?
does it make sense?
She can't be 20 and he's 32. That's 12 years.
2 years later, he is 32.
Right, but she's not 20.
I don't know, whatever.
She's.
She's.
Make any sense.
I guess
She's lying to us now. She just keeps lying.
Yeah. Well, our math is all off. I guess the moral of the
I'm so
story is
confused.
she should just tell him. I don't know why she lied in the beginning. She was already legal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
she
was
was
the-
18.
she
He
was
was
18, so what
if
was-
he's
I guess
obviously
it's a
okay with
maturity
dating younger
thing.
girls, because I'm sure she looks young.
But he probably would have liked her anyway. It's not like he's gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you now. She was legal anyway. He would have probably still spoke to her.
But I
so.
think some guys get afraid because of like maturity.
Yeah, but girls mature faster than guys anyway.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't
like
she just
some-
say, like, I'm 20? She had to really go to 25. Like, that's kind of a jump, right?
She wanted to rent a car.
She's like,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
only
run a
thing
car for us.
extra you can
He's
do?
like, I only date girls who are
Yeah.
legal to go to Enterprise.
Or maybe it was for
Budget.
I don't know. Because the only thing above 18 that you need to be is to rent a car or for going out and partying. Really.
Yeah. So
That's about it.
yeah,
She could have
should
lied
tell
and said
him.
she's 21. Like, that's 25 is just pushing it. I feel like.
If she tells him, he probably gonna get excited. He's like, ooh,
Yeah.
more shelf life.
No.
You know?
More shelf life? Okay. See, that's like, that's so bad. It's such a true thing though. Like, well, at least in the cities, like I've seen,
Yeah.
like older guys like dating way younger girls, and once they get older, replacing them
No,
with way
that's so
younger
true. Every
girls.
time I see guys like guys who own like clubs and other things, like I'll see
Yeah.
them at like at Coachella. I saw a few of them, and it's like last year I saw them with a girl. Like it's always a different girl, and I swear they keep getting younger and younger. I'm like, this girl has to be like 16. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's
I went
kinda-
through a phase in my life where I was dating older and older, but now I'm dating younger. Like my girlfriend's a lot younger than I am, but before I was dating older than me, I was like, oh, I want an older woman. And then I started dating cougars, and I was like, nah, this ain't it, because then they was like thinking about marriage and stuff. So then I wasn't ready for marriage, so I was like, no cougars. So then I said, all right, I'm gonna step it down, and I'll just find a moderate age. So I started dating girls like 25, 26. And then I was like, okay. Then they was like, I'm ready to move in. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then, you know, so I was like, all right, hey, Janina.
The good thing is with you look young. So it's not like these old guys I'm talking about, they look like they're like 60, 70
I mean,
with
there's
these young
nothing
girls.
wrong with age differences, dude.
Yeah.
Like my stepdad is, oh gosh, like 12 years younger than my mom, I think.
Yeah.
But
Around that.
when you reach a certain age doesn't really
Yeah, it
matter.
doesn't- you don't really care anymore.
But isn't it weird when you're in like elementary school, high school, like you cannot date someone like that's a
You're
like,
11, I'm 12, ill.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's
You
like
can't
a-
even be friends with them. It's like I'm way too much older than you. Like I can't.
That makes so much
That's true.
sense though, because like at that age, every year matters so much.
Every year matters.
Like it's like you're just learning so many new things
It's
every
like
year.
once you get the teens, like 13, you can't f with
You
any
can't mess with
12-year-old.
nobody 12.
Like
yeah.
anything that's below
You're a
a
teenager
teen,
now.
like no, I'm a teenager now. Like I can't. I don't do
Yeah.
that childish shit anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was 13, my girlfriend had to be 13. I was like, nah, you a kid. I'm not messing with you unless you're 13.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you'll have, they were like, 12, it's 12. Then nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Don't you love it? Anytime that anyone's
little.
young, it's like you're like 12.
You're
Like
like
that's
12.
always a word
What's wrong
you
with you?
like
Or if
relate
you 10,
to.
you're like, I ain't messing with you 9. I got 2 digits on my number, please. So I can't mess with you.
Oh yeah. What's
It's
the
like so true.
what's the age difference between you and Janina?
Oh, we got some years. She's 21, I'm 36, so
Okay.
yeah. It's
Not
good.
too bad.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Math.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
but
math.
I feel like
It's about
but
14 and a half. She's about to be 22, so yeah.
But she's super like mature though. I would like
Yeah.
never know she was 21. Like
Right.
when I first met her, like she was just, it's like, oh, you're like me.
Yeah. She's mature. She's mature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've met some girls like you know, you can't hang around girls. I can't even hang around a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm 22, so.
Oh,
Are you?
she's like,
Yeah.
oh, let me get my year up.
Hey guys, I can't F
Don't
with
just,
no
like,
21
block
year
her
olds,
out
so I
of
can't. Just kidding.
But,
Sorry, just sorry.
but you're like mature as well, though.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
think
like
it's
an
just-
old
I
lady
think
my
it's
whole
because
life.
of the company you keep as well, though.
Yeah, like
Keeps you
well, I
separate.
dropped out of high school, and then all I hung out with, like I was never like around other kids. I was always at beauty school with my mom because she was in cosmetology school with older women.
Yeah.
I hung out with my mom's friends. I didn't really have a lot of my own friends, so I was always around
Mm-hmm.
older people. My bestest friend in the world is 35.
Right. So the
34, 35.
conversations are just different, you know.
And
Yeah.
like it's just so not immature, and like what I've learned about like older girls and stuff, like being friends with them, is like they're not trying to compete with you. They're on a different level. Their
Right.
minds are girls like that are younger. They're always trying to compete with you. Their minds are wanting to party, and it's just like things that we don't have anything in common because I'm like an old soul.
Yeah.
I should have been born like a long time
Got
ago.
the old school music on and stuff. They're like, what's that? You better bust down, Tatiana.
I know, I'm like, ugh, like things. I was like, I'm like, what? Like I'm trying to like listen to some 80s music,
Yeah.
chilling. They're like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
I was kind of that way too, like always just having older friends but
And I think
still,
you learn more from having older friends. Like,
Yeah.
it makes you mature, honestly.
I don't
Plus,
know.
guys are young too. Like a lot of my friends are younger than I am. I mean, they're not young, but they're 25, 26, 30. They're with younger, but they act young. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, dude, guys mature very late.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
late.
like the
They be in
one
the club. Like I'm like, I'm still in the club twerking. What's going on?
twerking.
I think the one thing that people say though about with age difference, like the only thing that sometimes gets a little complicated is that just the references of like relatability from like childhood or like this and that.
Or shows you grew up watching and
Yeah.
things like that and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
we have that issue. I mean, she be listening to older music than I do. I'm like, damn.
You're like, what is she?
See,
Just
she's
like,
an
yeah,
old
you
soul
know.
too, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really have that issue. I mean, again, like there are some conversations where I'm like, oh, you don't know who Jimi Hendrix is? Well, I gotta. But then I just school her and
Yeah,
tell
it's
her.
like
and
you
See,
then-
the
get
thing
to
is,
relate
sometimes
it.
I don't know people from my old childhood. And it's not because like I just didn't know who they were. I wasn't interested in that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
like
I always grew up like I love older music though. Like
that's the best type of music.
whenever I'm with Batch and I'm playing like songs in the car, he's like, "What is this?" And I'm
Yeah,
like,
he don't know. He
I was
won't
like,
know.
well, you never
Yeah.
heard this song before. What was the
He's
one?
thinking
He
it's
didn't
a
know
new
Bohemian
Prince.
Rhapsody.
How though?
Everyone
Knows this song. It's one of the most popular songs ever.
Yeah, and then
yeah,
but
how does he not know that song?
he did all of his stories just like saying that. I was like, Batch, like this is.
I'm
a
like,
popular
Bash, you should
song."
probably keep that to yourself that you didn't know that what that song
He doesn't
was.
care.
I
He's
think
like,
Ratchet's music career started in My White Tee. Oh,
Yeah.
he's like little mama and up. Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
I think so,
Yeah.
because like anything
Anything
before that,
like his college days. I
Yeah.
don't even think he was, but
he
he's,
didn't have a radio.
He's Canadian.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll buy a batch of radio for
Maybe
the
I'm gonna
holidays.
For the holidays, I'm gonna
Oh,
get him one
gosh.
too.
Yeah.
We'll all buy him radios.
Radios.
We'll put one in every room. You have to turn one on.
Yeah, I'll just be so confused
Get him
and
a
throw them
Google
all out.
Home.
I'd be so confused.
Put restraining orders on us. But, so we want to get some of your thoughts on
So my thoughts.
some of your yeah. How many you got?
I got
Hopefully
12
none.
thoughts.
Janina is right over there.
How many thoughts you got?
I got a lot of thoughts.
On dating apps. What
On
are your-
dating apps.
Yeah, like all the
Oh,
dating
did we
apps
answer
that are
this
out
girl's
there.
question? We just kind of said tell him the
We're
truth.
done with her.
Okay.
She couldn't
Yeah,
figure out the
she's-
numbers on there.
No, no, you kind of.
She messed
Who
up
am
my
I?
arithmetic. I gotta
Yeah.
go back to school.
Yeah, I'm like,
my
all right,
math is
calculations.
I'm like, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
think it's basically what was her main question? It was
I think it was pretty much like, I'm like, should I tell him? Should
yeah.
how do I,
Yes.
how do I get around convincing my family to pretend like I'm 8 years younger
Yes,
than
you
him,
should.
than I really am? I'm like, you shouldn't do that.
don't convince them, just tell them.
Dude, isn't her family going to be
Man
like,
up.
what? Like,
Yeah, we'll
if
man
my
up.
sister
What are they
came to
gonna
me
say?
and
She's
said
a
that
grown-ass
stupid shit, I'd be
woman.
like,
Yeah.
She has to show that she's mature enough and that she's a grown enough woman to be able to accept, to be able to have her family just, whether they like it or not, this is my decision. You know?
Yeah.
That's part of just growing up.
But I wonder,
if-
like, if on dating apps, how do they legitimize people's ages?
They don't.
Yeah.
It's not like you're sending in your driver's license, right?
Yeah.
maybe they should make you do that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hopefully, people are just transparent.
No.
Like, does
Obviously
it, like,
not.
no, not at all, never. Okay.
I don't think they are.
Have you ever used them?
Back in the day, yeah, I was
Yeah.
on Raya. And,
Oh, right. That was the one.
Is
that
that where
was
you
like,
found your cougars or what?
That's where I found my cougars.
That's what I like cougars.
That was like industry.
It was
kind
like, it was more like.
That's still around. I know so many people on that.
Is
still?
it?
Dude, I literally get told about like, oh, I met this guy in Raya. I'm like,
I think I liked it because for guys, at least, it was like invite only. I don't know. It was
yeah,
the same for girls?
It was the same for girls. Yeah.
But they would
guys,
just
why are
let
you guys
y'all
talking
in.
about it in past tense? It's still around.
Oh,
You guys,
well,
it
I have
was
to
like,
because
it's
my
like a-
girlfriend's sitting over there, okay?
Oh no, but she's talking about like
Oh.
it was like an old thing. It's
Well, I
like
don't know.
people are still on
Yeah.
that.
No,
People,
it's
alive and well.
Yeah,
trust
because
me.
it's
I mean, I wouldn't really know, but people.
It was it's invite
oh my-
only. It's currently invite only. So it's one of those apps where
yeah, you have to be accepted.
have to be accepted. Yeah. So I was like, it kind of funnels out all of the bullshit, you know.
But I feel like
But,
whenever
you know, they know someone, then you get accepted.
all I ever heard about it was I hooked up with this girl. Oh, I hooked up with her too. I hooked up with this girl on that. Well, me too. It was like a shared community app of hooking up. Yeah.
But
All the apps
isn't
are
Tinder
hooking
the
up.
same way though? No?
I don't know. I've heard people using Tinder for different things.
They'll get
outside.
married?
Yeah.
Well, a Tinder wedding?
Marriage?
I've never heard of Tinder. I've
Friendships?
heard of like eHarmony. But you have to
I've
pay,
never
so.
been on eHarmony.
Match.com.
Match.com, eHarmony, and someone made a good point.
Even
and
on social media though, on Instagram too.
that's like the most. But people,
That's the most popular dating app? Instagram?
someone made
sliding
Facts.
a good comment about like eHarmony and Match.com because you have to like invest money into it, so you're actually serious. Tinder's free, other apps are free.
Oh.
But
I didn't know that.
Can't you? No, because Tinder you have to pay for membership
You
too.
do?
Yeah, I
When?
think you get premium
it's free.
membership.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because they don't. They give you unlimited swipes.
Is it the same on Grindr?
Oh,
Yes. Yes, I know. This is all hearsay. Okay.
yeah, we don't. I've never been on a dating app. I don't care if I would die
hilarious.
alone than be on a dating app.
Really?
Yeah, I would never do
I don't
that.
think it's bad.
I don't think it's, I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying
it's bad.
personally,
we used
I
to
would
do it
wanna
for
do
fun.
that.
I used to just like looking at the people and just swiping. I was just
Yeah.
like, you know, like, I
would
was on the tour
never-
bus just like
It's
swiping.
been
I
around
would never
since
meet anyone.
before Facebook, right? Hot or not?
Oh yeah, hot or
no,
not?
dude,
And then
that's-
and then Badu.
Oh yeah.
Remember
I
Badu?
remember, yeah. These are all
so
the
many
Vine.
Ridiculous brand deals.
Yeah.
They had so much money. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And where'd they go?
When they spent that all that on nothing. It was been like it was $50,000 promoters. Like God, Badu.
Yeah,
you doing?
early days too.
They had oil money.
Yeah, I think so, legit. But if you don't think that, like, you would never use a dating app, so how would you ever meet somebody?
Me and Bennett were met in person.
Yeah?
I'm old school, guys. I'm an old soul.
Met in person.
I don't like to do I like to like organically meet.
Yeah, I guess that's how I met Johannes too. Like, he was in my living in my building. So.
Yeah, Nina was at a party she shouldn't have been at, so that's how I met her. as well.
She should have been it.
You,
How long? You guys have been dating for a while.
Almost 3 years now. She was at a 21 and older party at the time. She was 18 at the time, but we didn't start dating. Till she was
Janina.
19. She wasn't supposed to be there.
yeah.
I'm like, what are
Good
you
thing she
doing?
was,
Like,
though.
you know, she slithered
she
away
lie about
in
her
there
age?
and
No,
stuff.
I did that all the time when I
Yeah.
was that age too, though.
Did she
Like-
lie about her age, or she's just like, I'm 18?
No, she didn't lie. She didn't lie about it or whatever. We didn't, but she was
I had
my
a-
assistant. We didn't start dating until she moved to Atlanta, then came back from
Oh,
Atlanta. We
that's
started dating.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was later when we started dating.
You know who else started dating his assistant was Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens.
It happens.
We gotta watch out and make sure our boyfriends don't get
Oh, I'm having like a little
beautiful
Grammy assistant.
assistants.
Yeah, but I didn't have a girlfriend at the time, and plus she knew all my information. I was like, she already knows
Like
everything.
she knows everything I love.
Yeah.
She knows me so well. That's such a thing though, because I remember even in offices, apparently, the number one like marriages are between like coworkers,
Yeah.
because they're in the office every
All the
day
time.
together, working together. It's just like
That's probably
Their
like the number one
cubicles are right
affair
next to
too.
each other. They reach
Yeah.
around the wall, kiss each other, and come
Yeah.
back around.
it makes work more exciting and fun. But it's also dangerous too, because in office breakups,
Oh,
Oh
that's terrible.
crap! When you work together and you break up, oh,
yeah.
can't be good.
Has that ever
terrible.
happened to you?
No, that never happened to me. Well, I was a substitute teacher at one point in time.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What
yeah.
is your life?
What?
Yeah, I was
I feel like this is made up. I feel like
No,
this
I
is
was-
like one of those weird confessions.
I've
that
had
you're just
30
making.
jobs in my life. I've done anything from construction. I was a stripper. I was an escort.
Wait.
What?
I was
No, you're
I was
lying.
a
He's
security
lying.
guard. I worked telemarketing.
You were an escort.
Yeah, you're such a liar right
Yeah.
He's
now.
lying.
Yeah.
No, you're just not.
Yeah, Bad Escorts is about my life as an escort. I just put it into 4 different guys. Straight up. Yeah.
Dude, what the?
That's why I wrote it. And then I
Really?
What was it like being an escort?
It was
Did
a
you,
bunch
like,
of older
do it?
white women, and you didn't fuck a lot. You didn't have sex a lot. It wasn't a lot of sex involved.
You were really?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're messing with me
No,
right
I was
Yeah,
now.
I know
escort.
this is insane.
I was an escort. I was a stripper first.
Pinky
And
promise.
then,
Why wasn't this in your bio?
then I was an
Oh,
escort,
you
yeah.
see? Oh my God. Okay, cool.
And it
Cool,
was,
cool.
but they never wanted to like have sex. They just wanted to sit there with their little wine and then just see you just dance in front of us, and they make you dress as fairies and shit like that. And you put on the wildest outfits, or you just go out to like really,
You were messing with
Look at
us
my
right
face.
now.
Look at
Like,
my face.
really prestigious events and
Janina,
stuff.
confirm or deny?
Yeah. That's good, yeah.
And you dressed up like a fairy?
Furry. It's a thing.
A
Oh,
furry.
a furry.
Yeah, it's a thing. So
Oh,
like,
like you dressed up like an animal.
Furry.
yeah. So for example, I went to this one client's house, and then she was like, "Your outfit's in the closet." So I go in the closet, and it was a panda. So I went and I put on the panda suit. It didn't have a midsection, so it's like your dick's out, and you walk back out, and she's sitting there like, "That's what I want to see." Her husband's out of town. You're just sitting there, and she's like, "Now dance for me, my panda," and you have to be like play like a panda and stuff. It was just wild shit.
What?
They
Does
do
he
that
ever,
stuff.
does he ever do this for you?
Oh my
You
gosh.
come home to Anita.
You want me to dress in a panda suit?
She's like, your costume's in the closet.
So for those who are listening only, we have Janina over in the corner too, just being
If
shaking
you
her
want me to
head.
dress in a panda suit, I will, baby.
So wait, so you would dress as a panda. How much did you get paid?
Not that much, a few $100s. It wasn't a lot of money.
Oh,
A few hundred?
Yeah.
For how many hours?
It's usually about 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours of entertainment. And then they one lady turned me around, blindfold me, walk me in backwards and stuff, and just touch you and stuff.
What did
How
they-
old were these ladies?
Yeah.
They were like in their mid 50s, maybe 60s. They're the older women.
How did they find you?
It was because I had a pimp.
Who was your pimp?
This girl I went to college with.
How did you start?
Because Candace was okay, so this girl Jay.
Candace?
No. So this girl.
Candace, we know
No,
you're
so
a pimp.
This girl Jay had a party, and the stripper didn't show up for the party at the hotel. So me and my buddy, the stripper didn't show up, and we ran track at the time. So she's like, "Can y'all go and dance for them at the party?" Because the stripper didn't show up for her birthday. There's 9 girls at the party. We're like, "Hell yeah, 9 girls? Why wouldn't we?" He's like, "We'll pay you $200." We was eating ramen noodles.
And
Why
you're
not?
like, awesome.
Hell yeah. So we go
Yeah.
over to the hotel and we dance for them at the hotel. After we danced for them at the hotel or whatever, 3 more of our friends, we told them about the story. And these girls pulled our pants down. They was grabbing us and everything. And we made money. We was like, we made money to do what we was going to do anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I called, we told a couple of our buddies, and then we started Five Guys Productions. It was 5 of us.
Yeah.
And then Candace, who was actually younger than us at the time, her and her friend Shayna, they was like, "Hey, so y'all, why don't we just find y'all some clients and we'll go?" So we started stripping at the universities. So we go to like Coppin and Bowie and Howard and Hart.
Was it legal to do that?
Yeah.
No.
Damn. Yeah.
Was that allowed?
No, it was
Amanda come in.
we were just dancing. We were just entertaining people.
Right. The story changes.
Right. So we
He's
were,
like, I was never actually doing that.
we went to parties and we were
So
dancing.
that's great money for a college student.
Right. So then
too,
there was this
or anybody.
an older woman at we went and did a house party. There was
Mm-hmm.
this older woman at the house party. And she was like, "Ooh, why don't you go and entertain upstairs?" So I went to one of the rooms and then I started entertaining her in the room. And she was like, "I could get you some more high-end clients or whatever." So then I called Candace up. I was like, "Candace, she said she'd get some high-end clients. So we want to talk to her. You could just run the whole thing." She was like, "I got you." So then she started. We just call her our pimp. Of course, she had no control over us. It's just fun to say that. So
Yeah, you have to
eventually-
say it.
Yeah, it just feels good. So
Yeah.
we went out. So she started to give us a whole bunch of clients and everything. Next thing you know, you work in the scene.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea. We started a business together. I literally had no idea of that past.
Yeah, I got a lot of past.
How do I not know this?
I got a lot of past.
Okay,
okay, keep
hold
going.
on. And then so you had your high-end clients. You stopped doing it with the group that you started. You guys like bye
The Five Guys.
I'm like Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake
they didn't
now.
even know. Yeah,
I'm elite.
I just went along. I just went. It went
Goodbye
advanced
in
and
sync.
stuff.
Yeah.
Bye in sync.
Yeah, you stepped out.
I became JT.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it went on for like almost 2 semesters. So
Oh, so it was just in college, and then
yeah, around the college years. Yeah.
and that was in where, in Florida?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay. And then leaving Maryland.
Maryland. No, it was Maryland, and also I was driving back and forth. I was in Maryland, Philly, New York, because I went to New York when I was going on 19 years old.
Okay.
So 17, 18, 19, I was in New York, and then I got to New York when I was 19.
Did it start up again in New York? Because it's a bigger city.
Yeah, maybe some more.
A little bit.
Yeah, I feel like
a little bit, but I didn't
it's
do it.
a hard
I
thing.
didn't do it much in New York because I had a job in New York. I started working at Bad Boy when I got
okay.
to New York, and then I started working. I went there, and I went to Universal Records, then J Records, then Atlantic Records. I was working at a lot of record
So
companies.
you kind of like you weaned out of it.
Oh, I weaned.
Yeah.
I weaned. I shouldn't have weaned though, because
Yeah.
if I didn't wean, I would have made some money, but I didn't. I should have stayed in it longer because New York was rough the first few years.
Yeah.
So it's so,
But-
was it awkward dancing? Like, what did you do? Like, just like spin the dick around? Like,
Yeah, little helicopters. We put like little, decorations on it, and then you put on some. It was called, what was it? That stuff we used to put. It was
Tassel?
called,
Vaseline?
no, it was called Stay Wrecked or something like that. It was called.
Stay wrecked?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. So you just put, because you don't really be thinking about that stuff. Put a
Yeah.
little rubber band around your dick, and then you just dance. I was thinking about the next episode of The Simpsons. I was just like dancing.
You're like, I can't wait to get home.
can't wait to
Were
get
you
home.
a good dancer?
I was good then. I can't dance at all now. I can't do that new shit.
You did like the body rolls and stuff?
do that
Were
shit.
you just like,
I was
Yeah.
doing the body
That
rolls,
would be
dancing,
so
pick up
funny.
the chair with the girls in it, slam. I was a wild one.
So it never went
That's a
past
wild
just
one.
dancing?
What you mean, like no.
so
Okay.
you're just getting looked at?
That was a soft no.
It was a look, don't touch type thing?
For
yeah,
the most part.
Yeah. That's what he's going. That's the story. He's sticking to
Okay,
it.
you stick to
Yeah.
that, buddy.
Yeah.
No, but the honest to goodness truth, like 99% of the women didn't want to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
They just wanted company. 'Cause
You
they
know,
were, like,
all I can
married
think
and
about
shit.
in my head is Pretty Woman. As you're talking,
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's how I was.
You were like Pretty Woman.
I was like that.
Wow.
I
Without
love
the
Julia
It's
relationship.
Roberts.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
Without the relationship.
Yeah, I was like pretty one without the relationship. It
Would
was
you,
cool.
if you were to go back in time, would you do that again?
No, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of guys like, yo, that shit's crazy, bro. I'm like, nah, that shit was very degrading.
Yeah.
I would never do it.
Right?
Well, yeah. Did you ever
You gotta
like?
objectify this shit.
Did
I
you?
had it just like a fucking panda, bro.
Yeah. I love pandas, but
I love pandas, but not with
apparently older women do too. So
yeah,
it's a,
with no midsection.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But did you like after doing it? Would you go home and be like, how would you feel? Like, would you ever feel like ashamed, or at the time you just didn't care?
At the time, I didn't really care because I was paying bills. I had 4 sisters, so I was helping them out, and
Yeah.
I was also working at Domino's, so I was delivering pizzas too. So they thought
In
it's
your
like
panda
Domino's
suit?
paying you a lot of money,
And free pizza.
and I gave them, and we had dinner,
Yeah.
so we were good. You know?
Wow.
Special
He
delivery.
had to run to the, he couldn't get out of his outfit before.
I know he couldn't get out of his outfit before he comes in his panda shoes. Like, sorry guys, my other job.
Yeah, so I was a delivery guy as well, so it all worked out.
I love the hustle.
You
though.
deliver pizza to those ladies?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't- they
He
didn't
didn't. He
know.
didn't combine
I
brands.
don't know
No,
why
I
I'm
didn't wanna
thinking
do
like
the
Magic
brand
Mike
mix
right now.
Yeah, the brands wouldn't be happy with the
They wouldn't
crossover
like
there.
it. Yeah.
Domino's would be like, no.
Yeah, no. He gets there
So-
fully clothed.
Yeah.
And then
I would probably do it again, but if I had my mind now, I'd do it again. If I had my mind then, I wouldn't do it again. But my mind
Yeah.
state now is like, oh, it's just a hustle. I can just play it now.
Yeah.
But not back then, I didn't. I was like,
Yeah.
young.
you didn't work it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a hard thing because it's like, yeah, if you need money and quick, easy money, I think what happens is though is that you get addicted to like the easy money.
Easy money.
Yeah, because easy money is like, it's easy, but there's consequences.
Easy money came quick.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
I love how me and Amanda literally thought you were kidding for the longest time. We're like,
I still think I'm like,
No.
he's,
I can't wrap
I
my
can't make
head
it
around
no,
it.
he has way too many details right now. I'm like, he's good, but
No,
this
I
is
really
real
literally
good.
did it. Yeah, I did it. I had a lot of jobs.
My leg is just
Okay,
moving
what's
because
your
I'm
other
so
jobs?
like,
I was a telemarketer for AT&T. We had to do a program called win back. So you had to win back clients that went to Sprint or MCI.
oh, that's
So-
it, really?
Yeah, so
That's
and you have to offer them a certain amount of money to win them back if they decide. But I was like the highest
Winner backer?
win backer because I would just call them straight up and go straight into my rebuttal. Hey, we got $99 for you, man. If you come back to AT&T, sure, okay. You wasn't supposed to say that. You're supposed to read the prompts on the screen.
Yeah, but you're
I'm
like,
"Would
let's
you
just get
this?"
straight to it.
I went straight to the point. They were like,
Yeah.
he's getting so many sales, but I was giving them all $99.
Yeah.
I got fired. I was like, fuck it. So I got
You got fired even though you're it's a horrible management there then.
Terrible. Yeah, I was.
like
I worked
$100.
construction. I worked
Yeah.
demolition. I worked asbestos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get the asbestos out of houses and stuff.
So you did you wear masks
So
and
we had to
stuff?
go in the basement and to get the
Those
asbestos
are rough
out.
jobs. Like,
Wow.
it's scary because like even like factory workers and stuff too. It's like all the chemicals that you're exposed to and you just don't know
not
until
good.
later in life. It's crazy.
It's rough.
It's another Julia Roberts movie. I forget the name.
I got her whole. I just watched every Julia Roberts movie before I came here.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Y'all
Yeah,
ready? Let's
you're
go.
like, I know how to get
my
Amanda.
stories.
I got it. Let's go. No, but those were a lot of jobs that I had. Then I worked at Red Lobster. I worked at IHOP. I worked at McDonald's. I quit. I worked at Popeyes for one day. I had a lot of jobs.
I want to hear about the substitute teacher.
I was a substitute teacher at the high schools in Prince George's County when I was 18. You had to be 21 now, but back then you had to be 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So at the time I was.
Well, you were like a high schooler at that point, pretty much.
Yeah. Like, what age groups were you teaching?
Juniors and sophomores and seniors mostly. I didn't
That's
fuck with the
crazy.
freshmen. They were just
Yeah.
too challenging.
Yeah. I feel like if I was a teacher, I would only do like elementary school.
And teachers would tell me to go to class.
Yeah.
So I had to show my badge and be like, no, I'm a substitute here. The teacher's like, you need to go to class, young man. I'm
You
like, I'm
literally
a
were a
sub
kid teaching kids, though.
here. Yeah, it was
That's
rough.
crazy. You only have to be 18. Aren't like
You gotta be
juniors?
21 now.
Yeah.
Aren't juniors like what, like 17?
Some of the kids were older than I were.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you're just like, sit in your seat.
I would just say,
down.
I would tell them, I say, put the paper on the door, because you know, he had a little window. I would tell them to put newspaper over the little window
Yeah.
on the door, and then I would just let everybody just chill in my class.
Was that a goal of yours to like
get fired
experiment
too?
through all these jobs?
No, it's just I was moving around a lot, and you know, I don't know, and I get bored with jobs. So
Yeah, you switch from one occupation,
so
you're
another
like,
one, I was trying to one up the next job. Like, I gotta find a job, I gotta get some work.
Yeah.
So and plus some of the jobs I was working 2 or 3 at the same time. So
well, I think you probably learned a ton.
I learned a lot.
Because like being in all those different types of, you know,
Environments.
Yeah, it's like you pick up like, from the people that you work with, from like the tasks that you learn, or just like, it's crazy. Because even when I was 14, I like lied on an application and got my job for, so I lied about my age too. Would you look at that?
Hey, we in
Sometimes
there.
it pays off.
Sometimes it pays off.
But I needed to make money so I could like buy my car. So I started working at Golf World. So it was like,
Golf, that's here?
no, it's in Florida, like South
Golf
Florida.
World.
Yeah, Golf World.
Golf World.
I was a cashier and a birthday party host. But so I worked there, and then I started working after that. It's like I like met some people. I learned like, you know, how to like sell things, because I would get like credits if I sold a amount of things, and then I went and started doing hosting at a restaurant like right down the street. So I had to like
At
walk.
14?
Yeah. I had to like walk to work every day too. It was like a mile up the street.
She's like, our host, I work at Golf World, I
Yeah.
got a car,
Yeah.
and I work at the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me take my bib off.
Yeah,
That's young.
yeah. And babysat the neighbors.
Yeah, see?
So
That's a lot of jobs. You
Yeah.
just said 5 jobs, so it's
Yeah.
very possible.
yeah, it's doable, but it's like you learn so much through everything that you do in life,
do.
and you appreciate it so much more. Just like knowing like all those different, I don't know. Did you have a job growing up?
Yeah, but I was like homeschooled like on a ranch, so I really couldn't go anywhere. My mom's very sheltering, so I actually
Do,
I
like,
made so
chores.
many of my own little businesses. So I had one business. I was like a little entrepreneur. So I had a massage business, and I would massage people when they come over. I would
I'll
go up
take
to
one
them and start
right
like
now.
massaging their ears. I could do everything.
Yeah.
I massaged
No,
nose.
right here.
I had a nose
No, I don't want
massage.
that.
No, I had a whole list of what I massaged. I did ear massage.
come on, right
I even would go to people's eyelashes and each thing that I touched was like an extra $1. People would have to pay me. Like I'd be like, no, you have to pay me.
You were a
That's crazy.
scam.
You
Yeah.
a scam artist.
Yeah. So I had a
Joanna's
massaging thing,
scammer.
and then I was like, you know, like when you're a kid, you like to check things out. Like I would like go into my room, and like sell my siblings my things and like check it out. I had a bow business. I like learned how to like do bows.
Yeah.
And I like so this is all when I was like 10, like young.
You
But
were
I
scamming
really
at
made,
10?
Yeah, I made like
Welcome
these
to
little
Summer
bows.
Scams.
Yes.
Guys, I was literally, I
Sign up
made
here.
these bows and they were so amazing, and I would hot glue them. Like, I'd put clips because I had a little dog, and I'd always make bows for
So
him.
you were like JoJo Siwa
Dude,
before.
I was literally making crazy
Big bows.
handmade bows. Like, I probably could still do it. It was really talented. And then when I
You
got a
gotta
little
start a bow
older,
company.
yeah, I
I
should
should have been an entrepreneur.
And then my dad hired me to
At
be
14.
a cleaner, and I would clean. He had an office on our before he had an office on our like property, because we had a lot of land, like 40 acres. I would go over there and clean, and then he'd also hire me over there. So I would like do all his like bookkeeping and stuff. I was so young too.
Bookkeeping?
Yeah, like I would
At
organize.
10?
Yeah, guys, yes, I was like
Is she
organizing
scamming
stuff.
us right
Scamming
now?
us.
Okay, I was probably like,
My story's hard to
I
believe.
was probably like 11 or 12. No, but all I had to do was like in alphabetical order, put like papers in alphabetical order.
Okay. So
And
no,
then-
no accounting.
No. But I said
Got the little visor
bookkeeping.
on. Like,
I said bookkeeping, okay? And then I had to own my own babysitting business, and I learned how to get on the computer and make business cards. So I went all around town and I put them everywhere. I actually went to one of the ice cream shops that we always went to, and I still see it in there pinned right there.
Really?
Yeah, I never got one call.
They should sell that on eBay.
My mom's and I, we had
They
a
worth a lot of
ranch.
money now. You
Yeah.
just said
Yeah.
that. Everyone's going to go get your cards right now.
Yeah.
Go get the cards right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
cars. No, so then we like lived on a ranch, so then we had boarders, like they leave their horses at our house, we take care of them. So when they would come over and stuff, they would have kids, and I would babysit them. I literally was watching kids by the time I was like 11, 12, like babies, like at church at the nursery, we like always were at church and stuff because we went there Wednesday, we went there Saturday, we went there Sunday because my parents were really involved. So I love babies.
The kid whisperer.
Yeah.
I love babies. So I was like, please let me be in the nursery. So
He
they're
does it all.
They're already really, really skeptical at first. They're like, no. They're like, okay, you can be in here. I'm not kidding. I literally was being called every single day to come in. They had me in the back where the nursery was. I was in charge of the babies, the infants at like 12.
So you named 5 jobs too. So how come y'all don't
And
believe
then
my
I
job?
worked at restaurants
She was
and
an
stuff.
accountant at 10.
Yeah.
You was 14 driving cars and hosting parties, but I
Yeah.
can't be a stripper
Yeah.
as a grown man.
As a grown man.
But y'all could do things at 10.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
but that's just
you're
a little
right.
bit like
You're
I'm
right.
making bows. I'm having my own little massage
I just
business. Like, you're
all I
stripping,
can
bro.
think about is you in a panda outfit.
Doing the helicopter
yeah.
dick.
It was
Helicopter
terrible.
dick.
Ah.
And I still want to try the summer massage. Like, let me just see
Oh my
how
God.
good it is. 'cause-
She's a masseuse and
Look,
everything.
look at my
oh my
hands.
God,
They're
no,
good.
right there where you
All I
just
gotta
were.
do is slang my dick. She's a masseuse, but
Yeah.
I get the fifth.
Yeah, what's the difference, right?
Goodness gracious.
One's with sexual intention,
Yeah,
the
one-
other
See,
one.
ours is in
I
other
wasn't
one's
even.
with
I didn't have
therapy
intent.
and
I didn't even have the intent.
Yeah.
My mind was somewhere else. I wear my state record.
Did you ever
He
do
was
it?
watching Simpsons.
Did you ever go to a strip club
Yeah.
and perform? So you got like the tips, the ones, the hundreds?
No.
No, always the ones.
I got 20s.
Was it a high-end strip club?
I got 20s.
It wasn't high end.
It was like what would you compare it to?
Like a Crazy Girls.
Crazy girl?
Crazy Girls?
Crazy horse?
Crazy Girls?
Crazy
Where's
girl?
Crazy Girls? Is that a place?
Crazy Girls is all over. You don't know the strip club, Crazy Girls?
Dude, I'm innocent.
Is it here?
Yeah. It's on Sunset. Sunset and like.
Oh, is it the one where that says girls, 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 girls?
Oh,
No.
Oh.
That's across from Bossa Nova.
I feel like that's just a topless bar too.
Crazy Girls is on Sunset and
girls.
like that's.
That was here though. When did you move here?
No, I wasn't dancing here. You say compared to.
Oh,
I'm like no.
this is what we were saying about how you just keep asking questions and eventually get the story to come out.
No,
Like,
no
oh,
way.
so you're stripping
That was
tonight.
actually really
She's
good.
like, so you
You actually liked it?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, so I'll see you
that's so
tonight.
good.
So you got a flyer tonight. No, I haven't done that in years, a long time ago.
I could do podcasts all the time like this.
Yeah, plus I had a son. What do you want me to do? I can't.
You have a
Yeah.
son. Okay, you're leaving out so many key elements. Like
Yeah,
what?
my son's 18 now.
Yeah. He's a man.
Oh my
He's
God. He
grown.
could date
Yeah.
Janina. Just
Yeah, exactly. We both date her right now.
No.
No,
Weird.
But no, I got,
Yeah.
no, I definitely got
Weird.
it. No, but he I don't remember acting that way when I was his age though.
Does this hurt?
He acts
What-
like he's about 12. I don't know.
Really?
All of them do. I don't know why.
I feel
Yeah, I
seem
feel like that
kids.
is true.
I feel like they act
They look older,
now.
but they act
The
younger.
boys?
Yeah.
No, maybe the girls. The boys don't.
Really?
I think little boys come out dumb.
Yeah.
They come out dumb.
I'm
Yeah.
serious. I'm not hating. I just think girls are just like a lot more intelligent than boys.
Yeah.
Like, cause I look at little boys, right? Like 4 or 5-year-old boys, and they all seem a little slow to me, you know?
Yeah.
Until they get older,
Yeah.
and then they start getting into business and then educated and stuff. But little
That's
boys.
what I felt about all my boyfriends. So yes, I 100%.
But girls
I'm like,
like
are you
girls be-
All my boyfriends. Bennett's over there like, what?
Go on Instagram right now. Whenever someone shares like a little kid, right? It's always some little girl with this talent, right? It's like, oh, she can sing. Oh, she's so funny. But this little boy be like, hi. It's like, what the hell is wrong with these little boys?
so funny.
Until they get older, and then when boys turn like 9 or 10, then their brain kicks in, and then they start to get smart. But little boys are like dumb. I don't know.
Did you guys know I didn't say my first word until I was 4? My parents thought I was like dumb, but then my mom like did research,
How?
and people who like don't talk until really later in life, then they like really talk a lot. So that's me.
That's what
As you
happened
know,
to
I
you?
didn't talk until I was 4. I didn't say my first
That's
word
why
until I
you
was 4.
talking.
Yeah, she's just getting those 4 years then.
She's like, I'm
She's
getting
like-
all of this.
yeah.
All those
Guys,
years
I missed out on
missed,
4 years.
All those years I missed, I'm getting it in right now.
We have like little videos of us when we were younger, and like I'm like just sucking on my binky, just like dumb.
Wait, how do you not speak it for that long, though?
My mom thought something was wrong with me. She did research on it, and she said that when she looked it up, is like people who don't do that kind of stuff, they are like actually like really talkative people.
But how do you ask to eat or go to the bathroom?
That's probably just like.
Because, you know, kids,
Yeah.
they got to at least say potty or hungry or mama or
Right. I
daddy.
don't remember. It's hard for me to remember though what you do at certain ages. Like.
Oh, I know
I'm
every
like,
age.
Really? Oh,
Well,
right.
only 'cause
Well,
I
yeah,
got-
because
yeah.
you raised
But
one.
all my sisters started
Like-
walking, and then my brother just never. It took forever for him to get potty trained to walk.
Oh,
Anything.
he
Boys
struggled.
are slow.
He was a struggler.
You can't really guess a kid's age until you have a child. So now if I see kids, I know the exact age of every stage.
Guys, I feel like I've
'Cause,
had
you know,
a
like I
million
have my
kids.
friends, they be like, he's got to be at least 9. I'm like, what? He's like 4. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, I don't know. You know, so
Guys, I like have had a million kids because I raised them. And
So you
the
know
nursery and
kids'
stuff. I know
ages,
kids'
yeah.
ages.
do you know
I'm
kids'
pretty-
ages? Can you like if you walk around?
I
you
wish
see
we could
kids'
have like a
ages?
bulletin right here and we guess that age. Guess that kid's age
Like,
and we
if a
have
kid
to
was
guess
walking down the street, would you be able to guess a kid's age and be like on it?
it. I would.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Unless they were a baby. Then it'd be like, that's a
Dude,
baby.
I would know. I would know
that's
for
just in the
sure.
vicinity of
Yeah.
a child. That's
Yeah.
a baby.
That I would call that a baby.
It's a human.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but would you be able to tell the difference between a 1 and a 2-year-old?
I would.
I could.
I could.
Well, terrible twos, right? So if they're just terrible.
No, it's just like the look of
The
them.
look of them, right?
Yeah, it's like how they look, how mature. Like,
Or like
I
a
can.
4
I
and
wish you guys had
5-year-old.
I can always
flashcards for
tell.
me. I wish you could take up the flashcards and be like, what is this?
No, that's what I'm saying. I wish we had a bullet
That
like a
is
thing
about
right here,
2.5.
and we were like watching it, and we're like, hey, how old is she?
Yeah,
How old is
that'll
she?
be
And
our
we have to
next
guess.
podcast. Is
Yeah, you
guess
should
how
do
old
that.
the baby
you
is.
should do a guess
For an
how old
hour.
the baby. She just holding the flashcards. Amanda be getting them all wrong. I'm like, no, she's not 19. She has a diaper on. Like,
Amanda's like, ah.
I don't know.
I'm really bad at it.
But babies, yeah, but I'm not having any babies more babies for a while.
I was about to ask, like,
No, I
no
have
It's
no
gonna be
idea.
a big age difference between your son and your new kid.
I know.
When you ever
but
have a kid.
That's why.
That's great. He can watch them.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You're
I
a
like
babysitter.
going over your brother's house.
What? So timeline-wise, do you ever plan on marriage, babies?
I do. I would like to get engaged and married, then have some babies maybe in a few years.
Oh,
whatever. In a few
that's
years.
soon. That's not that long away. It goes
Well,
by fast.
I'm not super young either. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be able to play with my kids. Oh, come on over here, boy.
For me, in my head, I'm still like 18, so I'm like, we
old
have
were
all
you
the
when you had
time in
your
the
son?
world.
18.
Yeah.
You were 18? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then are you still close with the mom?
No, we were never close though.
Oh, okay.
It was just like a
One night stand? Tooted and booted?
Tooted and booted. It was tooted and booted. Definitely a tooted and booted. So it's like, you know, I didn't even know at the time, you know, that
Until he was 18.
until he was 18.
You're like, actually, I just found out I had a son a few days
I
ago.
was like, oh, I'm having a baby. Cool.
That happens to people.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's even worse for a dude because like you could just not know and then find like as a girl you always know if you obviously are having a baby because it's inside you and you can't be like called up one day, hey, you're having a baby. I'd be like,
There's stories about girls being pregnant and not knowing it until they
I
give
saw
birth.
something, you know, Snapchat
Really?
news.
Yeah.
it must be
saw one on
really big
Snapchat
girls.
news.
I
No,
don't know. I
there's
don't
girls
know.
that said she was flat and she had no idea and then she had a baby.
Yeah.
How?
That sounds weird
Where
to
does
me.
the baby go?
That's no way.
I
What
can
about
see if
really
it was an
fat girls?
obese woman and the baby was like hidden inside of
Yeah.
the rolls, but it's like you can't do it. You can't be outside.
sounds
Because there's
weird.
like phantom periods, and then like I don't even know. Like I don't know how that works, but there are stories. So.
Maybe the first trimester. But
And
Yeah.
what about kids having, like, girls having babies at, like, 10? Because nowadays, I guess girls are starting their periods way younger, and they're getting
Ew.
pregnant, like, really
It's
young.
all that milk.
that's young.
Okay, Amanda started.
About milk.
Ooh,
Got milk?
that's a totally another episode.
Yeah, that is. It's a whole. We already had an episode on that.
An
Went
episode.
full into.
Really?
Yeah,
Into the milk?
into the milk. All about the milk.
The breast
Jumped
milk
into
or
the
just the? I'm not
We
gonna
didn't
dig.
go
I'm
into
not
the
gonna
breast
dig.
milk.
I'm not gonna dig. I'm not gonna dig. I'm not digging into the milk. Let's
Have
go.
you ever tried breast milk?
No.
Oh, yeah. See. Okay.
I haven't. I mean, I guess that would kind of be interesting.
Like
You have.
Men, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a baby.
Oh yeah, we all have.
Yeah, when I was a baby.
I was just like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
I guess I have. Yeah, when I was a baby, you know, I
Yeah.
was breastfed. Were you breastfed?
Oh yeah, I guess if you're not
think
breastfed,
so.
you haven't.
I think my
tasted it.
mom did it with me and my sisters, but I never
You
really
I was
asked
breastfed
her.
for sure. My mom's very much of a breastfeeder.
Yeah,
She like
on the
breastfed my
horse
sister till
bareback
she was like 2.
breastfeeding. Yeah, just like.
I don't want to say I don't want to say anything about non-breastfed kids or whatever. They're like, I'm smart too. I walk out the house, somebody punched me. I heard what you said because I had Similac. Like, oh man, whip my ass because I said that they Similac babies or something. So I'm like, y'all, yeah, everybody's smart, okay?
Everybody's
So many disclaimers on a podcast,
Yeah.
always.
so many.
That's why I be like, you gotta watch what you say because,
or,
really
you
do.
know.
yeah, you do.
Because like you say something, you do not mean it like that, but someone takes it, runs with it. I'm like, what?
We be on TMZ. Destorm said all Similac babies are dumb. It's like, whoa, I never said that. It was a joke.
Nope.
boy.
And they take that one
All
clip.
male
One clip.
And
kids are
dumb, on repeat.
All male kids are dumb. Okay, I wasn't saying all male kids are dumb. Okay, guys. Well, yeah, they are.
Give
Okay.
all your disclaimers right
Actually, I
now.
was.
Can you please just all the
I don't-
disclaimers?
I don't really care. Like I don't care. Give me the drama. You know, I'm with it. Put me. I don't care. I'll make the shade room
Put you
again.
on CBS. Put you on
I'll be
all
right,
the news.
I'll be right back in the shade room. It's cool. I'm okay with it. I've been there before. I'll go back.
Well, I'm so happy to hear about how you were an escort. Like
Yeah, I was.
that freaking
You're embracing
blew
it,
my
too.
mind. Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
okay with
he's good with his past. He's like, yep.
I'm okay
I'm
with
not
it.
ashamed.
Well, you know, I'm okay with it because I turned it into a series called Bad Escorts.
That
and
was
it's on- that's a hit on Zeus.
Yeah.
So it's like I have stories to
Oh,
write
now I
about.
need to watch
Yeah.
this because now I know exactly what happened.
See, that's why things are so great when like it's based on a true story.
on reality.
Yeah, because it's like then it's just so much juicier and better and real.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
The stories are real.
I'm gonna just.
So you just wrote the whole thing and it's like,
It was easy. She just penned it out. I just like, okay,
Was-
I just have 4 characters and
Yeah.
then put a different situation on each character.
I thought it was 5 guys.
No, it's 4 guys.
Oh, 4 guys. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the burger spot.
Five Guys.
No,
and
we had our company then was called Five Guys Productions. It was
Oh,
5
see.
of us that were dancers.
See, that's what I thought.
But no, we had in Bad Escorts it's 4 guys. The series.
Why'd you do 5? It's more like your guys'
I love how you made it so elite already though, like Five Guys Production.
Yeah, because
It's
the
like-
flyers was out. Five
Yeah.
Guys Productions. And
So
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like-
you're like top level.
Like when,
from-
you know when
any
they pull the
officers
tabs
that
off
pick-
for your thing, maybe
Yeah.
pulling tabs off for strippers.
I was just babysitting your
I
helicopter.
want to see. Do you still have any of your marketing material from that?
No.
Oh my gosh,
That'd be
I wish
so
you
great.
did.
Oh no.
That'd be so
No,
great.
There's no videos or nothing like that. I think I did bump into this one picture online that had me like posing or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck?
Where did this come from?
What? That's crazy.
Because
all
social media,
blurry.
social
Yeah.
media really wasn't around for
No, I
you.
wasn't.
You were
I'm so
Thank
happy.
God.
Thank God.
Blessed.
Dude,
That's one thing.
that's so lucky for
So
you.
lucky.
Like for kids now,
Everything
everything's
they do.
recorded.
Yeah, you can't get away with nothing.
No,
Everything that I
that's-
did with my career, I'd be done. The things
Yeah.
I've done, I'd be over.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is like when you're a kid and you're learning, you make mistakes and you do stupid stuff, and that's how you learn, and that's how you have memories, and that's how you can make these crazy shows. But nowadays,
Yeah.
kids do one bad thing, it's all over the internet forever, and you can't get rid of it.
What
Ever.
I think for me, the internet, what ruins for me is you can't tell a good story anymore. Because it's like,
You have
if you get into a
filters.
fight, right? If, like back in the day, if I got into a fight, I lost fights back in the day. I used to fight a lot. And I lost fights, but I tell a story a different way. I beat his ass, bro. These days, like, nah, I got the video right here.
Yeah,
It's like, you
yeah.
can't even tell a good story anymore.
Yeah, or no video, no
it's
proof,
like, what?
nothing.
No proof. It's
Yeah.
like, I just worked out. Nah, I ain't see it on your story, though. You ain't work out. It's like,
Yeah.
come on. You can't even tell a good story anymore.
You can't live life. Like I was like, maybe I just wanted to live my life and not record every moment of it.
Well, you're telling stories today.
There we go.
As long as you know your own truth, who really cares?
Yeah, but it affects like the movies we watch and
Yeah.
everything, because they were telling good stories now, you know. But now everyone sees so much, and you're getting so much information in every
Yeah.
day, so your brain's tired. So when you go to the movies, you're like, oh, it's cool. And as crazy as that goat that I seen jump
Yeah.
through the window on Instagram, though.
Right? So
You know,
true.
so it's never like as
Yeah.
exciting anymore because we see so much.
Now we're getting like immune to everything,
Yeah.
and now
Everything.
nothing impresses us.
Yeah.
We're like,
Nothing.
even death. Like you,
yeah,
you
it's like,
see,
oh, cool.
Yeah, like,
Somebody
oh, that
dead
happened.
tomorrow. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
The people are desensitized with the content that they're watching because they're getting too much information. Like I used to literally, when I was living in New York, I would go to Union Square and I would sit and do people watching. And I would just watch so much going on. Now it's like Instagram is like that. And people don't even go out anymore. Like when I used to have to go see my friends, I go to the mall, right? But now it's like you just FaceTime them. Hey, what you doing? You know, it's like everything is so technology
Convenient
driven.
and so like, everything's in the palm of our hands.
Right. So it's like kids don't even go out, you know.
I feel like the only issue is that people, like, we feel like we're interacting with people because we see their stories and we're like, oh, I know exactly what you're doing. I need to check in with you. And then the people that we don't check in with are like, they don't care. They never check in with me. Like where'd
But
they
we
go?
actually know your every move. I have all my family members on location.
Yeah.
I can tell you where they are at every moment. I'm like, where are they? They're not answering a call. Where are they? Oh, they're home. I know you're with your phone. Like, what are you doing?
It partially affects communication as well because it's almost like you don't even want to, like, you're texting more as opposed to just meeting people in person and just saying, hey. You know, like, what's up? Let's go to, like, I used to just hang out at the mall. Like,
It's crazy when you
Yeah,
go to the
I
mall
was always the
nowadays.
mall.
Yeah.
There's so many empty stores. It's like the mall's dying.
Yeah.
Have you been to the mall lately? So
I don't
many
even know where a
empty,
mall is.
empty
I
stores.
haven't been in a mall in forever, actually.
Guys, no one goes to the
honestly.
mall. The mall's dying.
What's
Yeah.
in
And I'm
there?
gonna cry.
It's like last minute items that you need right now that Amazon Prime can't bring to you.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Or I just go to, like, Target.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, one big, you know, everything.
Yeah.
The
you know?
mall's a hassle, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't even go
It's
to
very
the mall.
specific. You like go for one thing,
You
but
go
you have to go
one
on an
item.
adventure.
Yeah.
But it was only good when it was like for hanging out. Like
Oh,
that
but
was the
I'm
best part.
sure high school kids still hang out there.
No.
I don't think
When
so.
I go there, I
think
still
they
see a
go
lot.
and like. I don't think so.
I mean, a few.
Comment
A
below
few.
what if you're from in high school, if you are.
What do you do? Tell us what you do.
We want to know what you
You
do.
want to know what you do. Do you go to the mall?
Do you hang out at Sonic? I mean, in high school,
Sonic.
all in the town I was from, we all just hung out at Sonic all day. In the cars, we would just park our cars and just all like hang out at Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a little burger joint. It wasn't Sonic, but it was a burger
You know
joint.
Sonic,
Yeah.
you can pull your car in and just
I
chill
don't
there.
remember. I remember people always talking about Sonic, but I don't.
I've
think
never
I
seen a Sonic in my life.
I don't know if I'm thinking Sonic.
In
I don't
Colorado,
believe
there's
they
so many
exist.
Sonics.
Are they the ones that have the lemonade with that people always get?
Yeah,
It's
you
the
know
one
those
with the
funny
commercial with the two
commercials?
guys.
Two guys, yeah.
I
Yeah.
never see a Sonic. It's like
feel
why?
There are not many in California. I
so why are
rarely
they
see
promoting
them.
it so much?
Yeah, why?
Because
In Colorado,
maybe
there's
one day
so
they want to
many.
have
They
them
wanna have one
and
here.
be ready for it.
Yeah, Sonic, I don't see no damn
They must just
Sonic.
For
have
those
money
Sonic
pouring out of their
hangouts.
asses for those commercials. They're on every second. But I do love
Well,
those
they
two
must-
guys. Those Sonic guys.
They always on.
So
Like
funny.
I
They're
want to
funny.
call JG Wentworth. One day I just want to call him.
JG Wentworth 377.
Cash now.
377 cash now. I have
Okay.
to. It-
I
Like, I don't even know that. I don't even know how I
I
knew
remember
that.
so many jingles. I remember one from Connecticut. It was like 1-800-451-7777.
Guys, I'm gonna make a
Nationwide
jingle for
warehouse.
me.
what is that?
Yeah.
That's just local. That's local.
Yeah, I'm like,
When
I'm
you
talking
need
about-
a car.
Now I'm talking about a
Truck or
universal
van?
one,
Yeah,
like
I've
the
never heard
carpet
that.
one. You know the carpet one? He
Florida
was like,
people will know.
800-888-2300
2300
Empire. Everybody
Today.
knows today.
Yeah, guys,
That's
I'm gonna make one
universal.
for
Those
my
are like
clothing
that.
line, and then if I ever make a commercials, because jingles are a jam. They
Jingles are-
really do spread. It like gets in your head, and it's like, I know that forever now.
We're gonna make
How
one
the
for.
fuck did I just
we
know
need
that?
to make one for OHoney.
You gotta make one for
Oh
OHoney.
yeah, and when it starts,
What would our OHoney jingle be?
It's gotta be. I don't know.
yeah, we
Give
need
us
the artist.
something. You were in
Music
music industry.
I am, but it's gotta be something like, oh honey, na, 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 na. I don't know. It's gotta be something like
Cash
everybody
now.
goes,
Honey.
It's magic.
Nah, O'Reilly's gonna sue you.
Oh, is that
Look at
something
that.
already?
O'Reilly's
O'Reilly's.
Oh, I know.
Auto Parts.
See, that's what happens
See,
sometimes.
we need it like that. We need something like, because we know that stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
literally
You need-
know
you need a
exactly
jingle.
that.
Oh yeah.
That's Kool-Aid.
I used to have a jingle on YouTube. It was like, it's Wednesday already. Time for the Destorm TV show. And it used to come on every time. And everybody would be like, yo, where's the jingle? And they would come back just for the jingle. You have to have a jingle.
Dude, we need a
gotta
jingle.
get a
People are
jingle.
gonna
Gotta get a
not
jingle.
know anything about the podcast, but they're gonna know the
You
jingle.
gotta know the jingle.
We probably already have a jingle right before this.
Oh, when I was
starting.
making jingles?
Yeah.
Sometimes I randomly just make jingles. We need to go back in
Alright.
time
You
and
gotta go
listen
back,
to
look
it.
it up,
Yeah.
and just record it in the booth.
Yeah.
Well, I am so happy that you came on this podcast, and I learned so much
know,
more
you're so
about you, which I
entertaining.
love because I've known you for so long, and I didn't
right?
know
You didn't
this.
know a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, what do you have coming up? Anything new? I'm sure it's like 50 things for
50 things. So I'm starting some new music. Finally, I know ladies like, yo, you haven't done a song since Tsunami. So I'm gonna do a new.
Which was a hit.
which was a hit. Yeah, it's about to be a gold record, which is really good. So
For what? For,
it's going to be certified gold.
oh.
Yeah, probably in like the
Congrats.
next month or so. It's got to get a certain amount of streams, so it's about to hit those streams to
All
be
right,
gold.
well.
So Tsunami will be gold soon. So I'm working on a new single. I'm working on a new animated series now. So I'm working on an animated series
love
called
that.
SNA. It's about a family who live with this alien in the basement. So it's an animated
E.T.?
series. He can't come out of the basement. He evaporates. It's a funny comedy I'm working on for. And then I have another musical type series, kind of like Caught. I'm doing another one of those. And then I'm doing a stage play. I'm going to put it in the Wallace and then hopefully take it to Off-Broadway.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
I want to win an EGOT, so Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. So I have to do a stage play.
Gotta collect them all.
Gotta collect them all.
Gotta do it all.
Pokemon.
I gotta get them.
See the jingle. You
I
gotta
keep
get
stealing
these
these catchphrases. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, OHoney Podcast, and then also click those links below if you haven't
Yeah, we'll put all
already.
Destorm's links down below.
Yeah,
Check.
all of Destorm's links, as well as all of our OHoney podcasts. You can download it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you watch podcasts, we're there. So make sure
We're there, so
you
meet us there.
subscribe. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
OHoney.
Diary LLC.
Makes no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy or sufficiency of the information featured in this podcast. The information and recommendations presented in this podcast are general opinions only.
This podcast should not be considered professional or expert advice. Reliance on the information provided in this podcast is done at your own discretion.
Oh, honey.